Hello everyone, I'm Carthu, and welcome back to the dojo. Today, as you've probably all seen over Twitter and other social medias, we had the Dragon Ball Super movie teaser drop on us today. 30 seconds of absolute glory. So, in front of me, I have it in Adobe Premiere. Yes, it's a rip-off of a YouTube video, but it's the only place I could find it. So I ripped it off YouTube using OBS, put it into Adobe Premiere. Why Adobe Premiere, you may ask? Well, Adobe Premiere has this neat little function where you could go frame by frame. So, since I want to be able to go frame by frame through this, we are going to go through this and dissect it piece by piece. Get ready, guys. This one is a doozy. So, let's jump into it. So first we have this little neat animation of Goku jumping back and forth. You know, the new designs. Oh, it's so loose, so fluid. It feels like the old school Goku's beautiful face. It looks much better here than it did in the preview. Who is this? Wait, so we're gonna go back here and see, do we get any other details? We could see him up there, but it's kind of blurry because it's sort of a low quality rip. But look at this. He's got this greenish aura. People have been saying Broly. Doesn't look like Broly to me. If it is Broly, I'd be very surprised. But it does look Saiyan. I will say that. He does look very much Saiyan. And judging by, you know, the way the trailer is going, and sorry about the clicks that you can hear as I'm doing this, but damn, you need to. We need to be able to do this frame by frame. Alright, let's actually just scooch along. And look, the hand comes up. He's got that nice, like, barbaric kilt on, right? That looks like Saiyan armor right here. So I think that he actually does have this sort of, you know, Saiyan-like appearance. More than that, though, we go down to here. To be the strongest begins. There's another great shot of Goku's face. The nose is a little weird in this shot, but it is a moving shot. If you see, he's actually in motion right now. You know, going into that fierce grin. And, you know, it's Goku. Of course, he's swinging back a punch, and he's ready. Look at this. So, I'm going to actually play this cut a little bit so I could talk over it. Because look. Pulls back, jumps. Look how fluid that is. That looks like a real person jumping and going into it. It's beautiful, guys. This art style is amazing. I think Shida, Tate, if they're on this movie, they are going to have a field day with this. Takahashi even, with his backflips, you know, doing the backflips with the loose animation will look so much more clean than they do in, you know, Super right now because of the stiff art style. So, well, let's get started. Goku, by the way, I didn't know this. And by the way, a Saiyan, right? That's why I think it's gonna be Saiyan. But look at that! He has a pupil! I always thought it was just one pupil. But look, it actually is that Goku has a pupil within his eye. Like, there is a pupil separate from the rest of the eye. So that's cool. I don't think it's really important, but that's pretty cool. Time to get started. A Saiyan, boom. That guy is ready to catch the fist. So let's go back to that eye there. Look at that. So he has a yellow eye with a tiny pupil. The thing there is very strange is that Saiyans don't tend to have pupils. At least not in the traditional way. Like I just showed you with Goku, they're hidden with the rest of the, like, black eye. But they don't tend to have pupils. So this is a very interesting development. If this is actually a Saiyan, this could be a potential new form for an enemy. Or something even greater. This could possibly be Yamoshi, I've heard people saying. I've predicted and was going to make a video on this, but I don't know if it's even true anymore. I was going to say it was Jiren's evildoer, his family's murderer, and his teacher's murderer. That would be the villain here, because that was a villain that was teased. But he says he's been saving this villain. I don't know who it could be. I don't think it would be Yamoshi, because Yamoshi is a good guy, as far as we know. He's a righteous Saiyan. He's a good-hearted Saiyan, pure Saiyan, that was able to become Super Saiyan because of it. So I don't know about that. We played a little bit more. Of course, we got this great wind-up by Goku. Look at that! That is straight out of the manga art style. It's crazy. The colors are perfect, too. It's nuts. And then, we have this beautiful logo, Dragon Ball Super, right? They clash fists. So let's see, right here. Look at that smear. And then right into the fist clash. You got a nice little impact there. It's not an impact frame, but it's an impact in general. Right? And then that's the fists colliding. Now, if you notice, he's a little bit more tan than Goku, but again, he's wearing this sort of Saiyan garb, which has me believing he has something to do with the Saiyans. Of course, we found out that we'd find out more about the Saiyans past, the Frieza's past, you know, and also, don't forget that it's very possible that Frieza could win the Tournament of Power. And if Frieza wins the Tournament of Power, could he wish back one of his most powerful servants, or wish back one of the Saiyans of legend from back in the day? That's very possible. I could see it happening. That's what Frieza does, because he's like, oh, no, because even Goku could fight the gods now, so it doesn't matter if I get rid of them, because I still have him to deal with, you know? It's very possible. I don't know. I don't know what Frieza could wish for now. It could be something to do with the Saiyan. The Saiyan could have some direct, correlation to the Tournament of Powers ending and a wish being made. But it's really hard to tell. I don't know who this could possibly be. He's so powerful seeming, at least. But I mean, he's fighting a base form Goku. So is base form Goku really, anything to talk about anymore? Not to say that base form Goku is weak. He's universal, based on the Battle of Gods arc. My apologies. But, other than that, he's he's not much to talk about. He's still less than blue, less than red, less than, even Super Saiyan 1, technically, because all those things multiplies power. So, it's very possible that, this guy is sort of holding back in the beginning, and is gonna, unleash more power as it goes, and Goku's just trying to test him out, similar to the way he did with Jiren, where he just sort of went through the motions, and, slowly but surely got to the point that he could use his full power against Jiren, which at the time was, Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken times 20. So, let's see what else. So we got the fist, Earth has Goku. Now, this is the big thing. The trailer does say that there is a worldwide release. So that means in December, the whole world is getting this movie at the same time. It's a worldwide release. It must have been worked out with Toei and Fox and all them to release this movie worldwide. Insane. We are all getting to see this movie in December. I will be going to the nearest premiere if possible, but if not, I will be going to at least a showing as close to me as possible. I'm willing to see this movie in its glory and, pay the price that I have to, because I really want to, and I think this is going to be a spectacular feat. Toei has been praising this as the best animated movie and best looking movie of Dragon Ball, and honestly, with these shots, I can't say they're wrong. We also have the character story, we also have the, let's go back here, there we go. Original story, screenplay, character design by Akira Toriyama. So, when they say that, I want people to not get confused. Akira Toriyama did not draw this Goku. He did not. When they say Akira Toriyama does the original character designs, they are the, manga-styled character designs that we saw before Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, with the skinny Goku, the slightly bigger head, the spiked hair, or the promotional art that we got for Migate no Gokui, the full mastered version, where it was just basically base Goku with silver hair. He draws like that stuff. These are animation-friendly designs, so these had to be made by an animator, most likely Shintani, I believe his name is, who is, doing this movie and did One Piece movie Z famously. And honestly, so far, it looks like it has the potential to be the best-looking Dragon Ball movie. I mean, this Goku jumping right here, it just feels so fluid. Every motion feels amazing. A new adventure. That guy's powering up there. So I think I've said about as much as I can about this movie, as far as we know. But this guy right here, he's the big mystery. He's the enigma. Who is he? Is he a Saiyan? I think he's a Saiyan, but who is he if he is a Saiyan? Is he a Saiyan of prominence? Is he of importance? Do we know him? Have we heard of him? Is he... Well, the legendary Super Saiyan is Yamoshi, so he'd have to be Yamoshi if he's a Saiyan we heard of that isn't, Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, Goku, Bardock, right? It doesn't look like Bardock, for sure, and people were speculating that, but definitely doesn't look like him. Doesn't look like Broly to me, either. Could be, but I doubt it. Akira Toriyama did not make Broly, so they'd have to canonize Broly, which would actually even more so take away from the canonicity of the Broly movies, because they weren't, but some people treat them as such. And, you know, you also have Kale, who's already an homage to Broly. I think we're done with Broly being in the series outside of Kale. So it's possible this is a different guy, but I wonder what this form is. Who is he? How powerful is he? You know, is he of, say, of prominence? Is he of importance? Will we actually get these answers? That's the big thing. Akira Toriyama is known for not giving answers. But he said since he's had more time not doing a serialization that he can give answers. He can, you know, write a story, and he's like, I get all these ideas, and I can actually put them down now because I'm not just doing a serialization where I have to focus on drawing as well. I'm going to leave it up to him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, Akira, you do you. Let's see what you got. Alright, guys, I'm not going to talk about this any longer. I've already been rambling on long enough. So what do you guys think? Leave your opinions, counterpoints in the comments down below if you have not. Please, I'd really appreciate it if you checked out the latest video about the battle between Goku and Jiren and how it can be used as a basis for all great fights in the future for not only Dragon Ball, but other shonen battle series, because it has some of the best fundamentals of any Dragon Ball fight ever, and I'm not saying it's perfect, but I do think it's something really to look at in depth with a little magnifying glass. So, with that said, video outro!